predictions for the bond proposal?
I'm cautiously optimistic. I think we have support from the community. I'm going to analyze and see how it ends up. If we fail it, we got a lot of work to do. If we pass it, just depends at what degree and what kind of support that we have. Right now, I'm cautiously optimistic. Things have moved forward, but you never know.
What's the most problematic aspect of it?
Well, I think that's so maybe sometimes some people are arguing that it was rushed a little bit. Although I know that people have been working on this for several months, a year and a half, from what I've been told. And so since I wasn't here, I don't know the true answer to that. And so some people think it's being rushed, and that's probably the biggest argument that we're getting. However, for our perspective, if we waited until the spring, we would lose 2 summers of construction, and so that would compromise our ability to address some of the needs.
Okay. Talk to us a little bit about the Teacher Excellence Initiative, and there's been some pushback to that. What is your view of that program?
Well, I've been pleasantly surprised. We were expecting a lot more pushback. I think that it is getting the outcome it intended to get, which is to differentiate pay based upon performance and achievement, and support from the students. And so while there's been a lot of attention given to it, I think that we didn't get as much pushback as we thought. The board did ask me to reconsider one thing that was problematic for teachers who went through the process and didn't get a raise, even though they had the good performance, and that was basically a factor of where they were currently compensated. So I think there's been success. I think it's been more successful than I anticipated. I thought we were going to have more problems with it.
Were you surprised to learn, according to your staff's briefing, that there was no correlation between the veteran status of teachers and their students' performance and their feedback from students? In other words, that there was a lack of correlation between those factors.
Not surprised. In fact, Dallas has had a classroom effectiveness index for many years, and that has told us that very same thing.
We hear from a lot of veteran teachers who don't believe that that's the case. What do you say to them?
Well, I think that the data will speak for itself. I mean, there are different things that go into it to make that determination, but I'm not surprised that that's what the result. The 0 to 2 years teachers are learning the art and science of teaching, but after the 0 to 2 years, after they learn the art and science of teaching, it just depends. Some are great, some are not, and we have examples at every level of experience.
Very good.
Okay.
If you don't mind me asking, you did mention that you expect a low voter turnout for the bond elections. Maybe you can talk for a minute, since we do have people watching here with us, about why it's important and how it can affect everyone on the spectrum of schools.
I think it's very important that the voters express their opinion. We need to know how they feel about this matter and many other matters. Unfortunately, there are not many other things on the ballot at this time, and so the interest may not be as significant. But we need to know how the voters feel about this initiative. It's very important to us, and we'd much rather have a higher turnout and really know how a larger portion of our community feels about it, whether it's good or bad. Obviously, we want it to be good, but if it's not, we need to know that too and see what we need to do to make up for it.
Well, thank you.